What if I told you that a normal cholesterol test result doesn't actually mean your heart is healthy? Every year, millions of people get their cholesterol tested and hear the words, "Your levels look normal," leaving the doctor's office believing their cardiovascular system is safe. Some of these people may have a heart attack within the next 5 years, not because their doctors made a mistake, not because the values are wrong, but because the values are incomplete. The standard cholesterol panel, total cholesterol, LDL, HDL, and triglycerides, was designed before the true mechanism of arterial disease was fully understood. The values it measures are real, but what it does not measure may be more important than what it does. And for millions of people, that gap between what is tested and what actually matters is the gap where cardiovascular disease silently develops. Cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide, killing more people than all types of cancer combined. A significant portion of those deaths occur in people who appear to have acceptable cholesterol levels. This is not a rare exception. It is a documented pattern that researchers, cardiologists, and lipidologists have been working to address for decades. The standard panel was a landmark achievement when it was developed, but cardiology has moved forward. The question is whether the testing has kept pace. Welcome to 5 Minute Health. In just 5 minutes, you'll learn simple health insights that can improve your life. No long explanations, only useful things. If you find value here, subscribe for more. Let's continue. To understand why standard test results can be misleading, you need to understand what cholesterol actually is. Cholesterol is not a poison. It is a fundamental molecule, a structural component of every cell membrane in your body, and a precursor to steroid hormones, bile acids, and vitamin D. The liver produces approximately 80% of the cholesterol in your body. You cannot live without it. The problem is never cholesterol itself. The problem is where it goes, what form it takes, and what happens when it gets there. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, is what most people call bad cholesterol. But LDL is not cholesterol. It is a particle that carries cholesterol through the bloodstream. And this distinction is critical. The standard test measures LDL cholesterol concentration, the total amount of cholesterol being carried. What it does not measure is LDL particle number, the actual count of LDL particles in the blood. Research has consistently shown that particle number is a far stronger predictor of cardiovascular events than concentration alone. Two people can have identical LDL cholesterol levels, but dramatically different particle counts. The one with more particles carries significantly more risk, and the standard panel cannot tell them apart. The second thing the standard test misses is particle size. Small, dense LDL particles are far more dangerous than large, buoyant ones. They penetrate the arterial wall more easily, remain in circulation longer, and are more susceptible to oxidation. Oxidized LDL is the primary driver of the inflammatory cascade that forms atherosclerotic plaque. A person with predominantly large LDL particles and a moderately elevated LDLC may carry less risk than someone with small, dense particles and a seemingly normal reading. The third critical marker the standard panel ignores is lipoprotein A, LP8A. This is a genetically determined lipoprotein that carries all the atherogenic properties of LDL, but also actively promotes thrombosis. Elevated LPA is present in approximately 20% of the population and represents one of the strongest independent risk factors for early cardiovascular disease. It is not measured in the standard panel. Most people have never had it tested. Many have never even heard of it. Apolipoprotein B, ApoB, may be the single most important lipid marker available today. Every atherogenic particle, every LDL, VLDL, IDL, and LPA carries exactly one ApoB molecule. Measuring ApoB gives you the total count of all atherogenic particles in a single number. It is more predictive than LDLC, more predictive than LDL particle number, and available in most standard laboratories. It is simply not yet routinely ordered. Your cholesterol numbers are not hiding anything from you. They are telling you part of the story. The real question is whether you want to know the rest. Have you ever had an advanced lipid panel done?